You have a chance to get that NBA logo.
I might do that, but, you know, a lot of people talk trash to me on the mic.
You want to stay incognito?
Yeah, I want to stay on.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Zach LaVine. JaVale McGee is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Pittsburgh, they've got Wendell Carter. Barrett is out there with Morris. And it's Young. And it's Reddish in at the two-guard spot. Now here's LaVine. The pass to Jackson. Raptors moving the ball around. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Now here's Jackson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York. Lets a floater go. LaVine can't hit. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Porter against Barrett. Now here's Porter, guarded closely. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Carter, the pass to Morris. Kicks to Young. Over Jackson. Almost, but it rolls out. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bean passes to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Here's LaVine. Nice shot from the wing. LaVine's got his second basket of the night. 1:46 left in the first quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Pittsburgh's head coach and I were able to chat. Coach was saying that he feels Zach LaVine is still underrated as a star in this league. Coach said when LaVine gets going, there's just no way to stop him. He's one of the most natural scoring threats in the league. They certainly will respect LaVine's explosive offense tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Reddish. Michael Porter making his last shot. And Young kicks to Morris. Shoots from the baseline. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Raptors. They're getting their first look at the season at Pittsburgh in this one.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Here's Reddish. Michael Porter making his last shot.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
To the paint. McGee dishes to LaVine. 1 second left, and the layup is up and in. LaVine's got 6.
You know what you get there, Levine strong enough now to take on contact. Able to.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 8. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Porter is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Levine in at the shooting guard position. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you know, the quickness of Levine. Difficult to neutralize that. He'll go to the line.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. And so Levine nails both of them. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And so he makes both from the line. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Levine passes to Jackson. Lobs it up for Levine. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Barrett.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Ibaka finds Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Carter kicks to Morris. Pittsburgh working the ball around. On its way from Young for 2. That shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Jackson, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
For 3, Barrett. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Porter. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA. In basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Jackson passes to Ibaka. There's the dish to Porter. Good. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Reddish. Guarded by Levine. Young for three. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Porter looking it over. And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Young from deep three-point range. The long distance three is Barrett. Young's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Toronto Raptors.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Marcus Morris. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Carter in at the 5. And for the Raptors, they've got Porter. LaVine is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
He was the 13th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, and LaVine's developed into a really high-quality player at the NBA level, and I think he's just scratching the surface.
Here's Young. Goes back up. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
It's stolen by Reddish. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Toronto on defense. Passes it to Barrett. Young looking it over. To the middle. Here's Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Left side, LaVine. Count that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Barrett. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Barrett's got 10 points.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Jackson kicks to LaVine. This one for 3. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Barrett the pass to Reddish. Stolen by LaVine. And here we go. LaVine heading to the hoop. And LaVine throws it down.
And you have two things working there. Good awareness by LaVine on the pick. And then the quick decision to throw it ahead.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. it creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Fires top of the key. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
To the paint. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. The pass to Jackson. A 3-ball. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Young fires away from outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Levine. That shot misses. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Young. Marcus Morris is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Reddish, and it's Barrett at the small forward. Barrett with the ball, and McGee picks him up defensively. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pittsburgh trails by 16. Young with the ball. He kicks to Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. And so Levine will bring it up now for Toronto. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Levine's got 25 points in the game.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And it's good, 2 points.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Levine looking around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And bringing the fight there. Levine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The shot by Reddish, no good. Toronto leading by 16. Outside Porter. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Now here's Reddish. Here's Young. It's good. that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
.146 left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Ibaka. Over Morris. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porter against Barrett. Young outside. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Pass to Jackson. In the corner, Ibaka with it. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They trail by 16. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And stolen by Flynn.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zach LaVine.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
It's been all Raptors. Now Flynn. Kicks it to Hood. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. And here is Brown. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.